now pivoting as President-elect Trump has threatened 100% tariffs against a bloc of 9 nations if they act to undermine the U.S. dollar. His threat was directed at countries in the so-called BRIC alliance, which consists of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. Now, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Malaysia have applied to become members, and several other countries have expressed interest in joining. Trump, in a Truth Social post, said, quote, "We require a commitment from these countries that they will neither create a new BRICS currency nor back the other currency to replace the mighty U.S. dollar, or they will face 100% tariffs and should expect to say goodbye to selling into the wonderful U.S. economy." Now, Trump's latest tariff threat comes after he threatened to impose 25% tariffs on everything imported from Mexico and Canada, and an additional 10% tax on goods from China as a way to force the countries to do more to halt the flow of illegal immigration and drugs into the United States. He has since held a call with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, who said on Thursday that she is confident that a tariff war with the United States can be averted. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau returned home yesterday after meeting Trump, without assurances that Trump would back away from threatened tariffs on Canada. And to speak more on this, I do want to bring in Juscelino Colares, who is a professor of law as well as a professor of political science at Case Western Reserve University. Professor, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you for having me, Stephanie.
Absolutely. So I do want to ask this for our viewers who may not be quite familiar with exactly what a tariff is. Can you just break that down into lay person's terms?
A tariff is basically a levy, or it's not quite a tax, but it's like a tax on the entry of imports into the United States once they clear customs.
So let's talk about the tariffs that President-elect Trump has promised to impose on a number of countries. Specifically, let's start off with Mexico and Canada, as well as China, if they don't do more to stop illegal immigration and the flow of drugs into the United States. How might that impact the U.S. economy?
Well, these are coming from President-elect Trump. This is, and having been president before and used those authorities in the past, those threats are extremely credible. And countries that have trade surpluses with the United States, they know better. They know that these threats are credible. So that's why you see President Sheinbaum of Mexico, taking a step back after initially trying to save face by saying, "Oh, we're gonna also impose a tariff on the United States." That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. So basically, Mexico is going to do, as President López Obrador in the past did, Mexico is going to shut down that border because they know they stand much more to lose, and that the threat by the president is credible.
So do you think that the tariffs, from your perspective, will Trump impose them, or is this really just a way to get Mexico, Canada, and China to do more on their end? And Juscelino, I don't know if we just...
Definitely they will. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Definitely the tariffs will be imposed if Mexico does not, help or work with the United States on shutting down that border. And, but I believe that will happen and the tariffs won't be imposed. But the fact that the threats are credible makes it clear to Mexico that they have every interest to comply. If they don't, I have no doubt, absolutely zero doubt, that President-elect Donald Trump will impose tariffs. But I think it's highly unlikely that it will come to that.